Hello friends, welcome to the Technical Study Place YouTube channel. In this video we will learn about the data type in Java. So what is a data type? A data type defines the type of data a variable will store. The type of data a variable will store. Which type of the data the variable will store, that represents, that defines the data type. Okay. The examples of the data type are int, float, char, double, long, boolean, etc. This I will explain here. For example, int is a data type, a is the variable. Okay, so variable a is the integer type of data type. Okay, means when we write int a semicolon, then a gets the memory allocation in the memory. Okay, a gets the memory allocation. So whatever the value in a which holds, so when we so a holds the values, means data. So what type of data it holds? The integer type of data. Okay, that only I have written. A holds the integer type of data type. So which type of the variable a holds, that only, that represents the data type. So here I have written int a. Okay, so here a can't hold the decimal values, it holds only the integer values such as 20, 35, whatever it may be. If I written here float a, then what will happen? Only a variable holds only the decimal values, not the integer values. So whatever the variable holds, which type of variable data holds, that represents the data type. So here int a I have written, so a holds the integer values. So the variable which holds which type of data, integer value data, so this represents the data type. So that only I have written, the type of data which a variable will store. So a holds the integer type data, so it represents the integer data type. And this is only the definition I have written. A data type defines the type of data, which type of data a variable will store. The data type, the data which variable holds, that represents the data type. Okay, for examples of data types: int, float, char, double, long, boolean. These are the different types of data type. Let's go next. So including data type, there is one more thing comes, that is variable. So what is a variable? Variable is used to store values. So as I told, a holds the data, means values only it holds. So here only, that only I have written. So here a is the itself is a variable name. So variable is used to store the values. So it store the data, means values, that only it I have written here. Variable is used to store the values. Values stored in it can be changed at any point of time as when we have required. Okay, for example, I have written here int a. I have declared here a variable. If I put it the value of a gets the memory allocation when I declared a variable, so I have assigned here a equal to 5. So the 5 value will be stored in a variable. Okay, after that I have written in the same program in the next line a equal to 6. So 6 is stored in the a variable instead of 5. 5 is removed, now 6 is stored in the a variable. So whatever the new value which we have assigned to that variable, that will be stored. So the output of the a is currently 6. Why? Because the recently whatever the value we have initialized to a, or the last value which we have initialized to a, that will be the output of a variable. Okay, so variable is used to store the values whenever we want. Whenever we want to change the value of a, we can change that anytime. So I have written here a equal to 5. If I don't want a equal to 5, we can if I want to put any other values to in a value, so I can put here on the next line. So a equal to 6. So whenever I want, we can change the value of that variable. So values stored in it can be changed at any point of time as when we require. So whenever I require that, on that time I can change the value of that variable. Okay, let's go next. Okay, here comes I have put it here one small pic. From this you can understand each and everything. So data types are data type is categorized by two types. One is primitive and another is non-primitive. Okay, primitive means built in data types, means already there in Java. The data types which are already in their Java. So what all are they? We will see later. For example, now only I will tell you. For example, int, char, these are only the already there in Java programming language that we will use in our Java program. Okay, that is called built-in data types, means primitive. In here, non-primitive means the user-defined data type. Whatever means user-defined means us, the programmers, us, the administrators, us, the developers, which we make ourselves data type, which we make our own data type, that it is called user defined data type, and that is non-primitive data type. Okay, here primitive is also categorized by two types. One is boolean and another is numeric. So boolean data type is itself boolean. So boolean data type is itself boolean, it has no other name. So here numeric is also categorized by two types. One is character and another is integral. Here character data type is char. Character data type is char. This is the data type. Okay, char is the data type. So integral is categorized also of two types. One is integer and another is floating point. So integer is also categorized by four types. One is byte, short, int, long. One is byte, short, int, long. These are this byte, short, int, long are the data types. Okay, here floating point is also categorized by two types. One is float and double. Here float and double are the data types. I hope you have understood. With this diagram you will understand easily what all are the data types and how it has been categorized. Coming to the non-primitive data type, as I told, non-primitive means user-made data type. For example, string. String means what? Many characters. If many characters are there, if you join it, then it has become string. So string data type is also string name, whatever you can give, that is user defined. So it is a user defined data type. Array is also the non-primitive types. Array means what? Many number of value joined, means if we get the array, means if we have multiple values of same type, if we have means if 15, 20, 30, these are integer values, means same type of values, if we have arranged in a serial, then it is called as array. Or another example, 15.1, 16.1, 14.1, these all are float values, means decimal values. If you have this many values, if you have joined, then it becomes array. Or another thing also there, that is class. Class is also non-primitive, so it is also user defined data type. So with this diagram you can understand it clearly. If you want by writing, so that I have also written that, so you can, with this also you can understand it clearly. But this is very easy. With diagrammatically you can you have understood it very easily. If you have heard this also with writing, then you will be understandable more clearly. So let's begin. This only I have written in. Okay, data type can be divided in two types. One is primitive and another one is non-primitive. What is primitive? Primitive means built-in data types, means the data types which are already in the Java program, which we will use in our Java programs. Non-primitive means, so non-primitive data type means user-defined data type, means the user will make that data type for according to its use, according to his use. Okay, means whatever user want will do data type. Okay, that only I have told. The user made data type is called as non-primitive data type. So primitive data type is divided into two types. One is boolean and another one is numeric. So in boolean only one data type is there called boolean itself. In boolean only one data type is there called boolean itself. In numeric it has been categorized by two types. One is character and another one is integral. Okay, in character, char is the data type, means to store character, char will be used. So in character, char is the data type which we will use in our programming language. So in integrals, to store integrals, in integrals it has been categorized by two types. One is integer and another is float. So integer stores the integer values, float stores the decimal values. Okay, here I have written in integer. In integer it is also categorized by four types, means four data types. In integer it has four data types. One is byte, short, int, long. Here byte and short, more than this the integer value will stores, more than integer value the long integer data type will store the value of. So how the capacity increase, it how's the store capacity increase, it has high storing range. Okay, capacity increase of storing by range means more than byte and short, integer have high capacity to store the values, more than integer long data type has the high capacity to store the integer values. Coming to the float, here in float two data types are there. One is float and double. So more than float, double has the capacity to hold the decimal values. So capacity increase of storing by range. So double has high range more than the float. So double can hold more values than the float. So double has high capacity than the float. Similarly to in integer form, long has high capacity than int has high capacity than byte and short. So coming to non-primitive, so I have told that data type has two types, two categories. One is primitive and non-primitive. Now we have finished the primitive. Now we will come to the non-primitive, that is user-defined data type. Means non-primitive means user-defined data type, the data type which the user has made, means the user has developed or user has made, you can say. String, what is string means many character, if we join then it becomes string. If we join many characters then it becomes strings. For string we have another separate course, another separate videos we will make, another separate concept is there for string, we will see it later. Array means many numbers or and value joined, then it becomes array. If we have joined same number of values, for example 15, 30, 45 like this, if we have joined same number of values or same number of data values, then it becomes array. If we another example 15.1 or 16.2, 18.3 like this, if we have joined decimal values means float values, same type of values, if you join then it also becomes array. Array is also it is also there in Java. It is the another concept. Then on that time we will study in detail what is array and how it has been used in programming language in Java. So another primitive is the non-primitive, means user-defined data type is also class is also non-user defined data type. So class also we can declare by user only. So class is also user defined data type. So I hope you have understood. So by this diagram you can understand more clearly than this writing. Okay, with this diagram you can understand clearly. So what is primitive and non-primitive different and how it has been categorized in different ways, and what are the data types. And we have also seen in this video what is variable and data type. So I hope you have understood this one. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.